places and to help me build that phenomenal team around me. So a huge thank you to all the participants who have joined us here today. This is your platform. This is designed for you. There is millions of dollars in tech perks here today to help you reduce your burn rate. There's all the market access that you need across 5 continents together in this room. And we are here to support you on your journey of commercialization, capitalization, and R&D pathways. This is just the beginning of a long friendship, and we're very delighted to welcome you here to the stage and to hear your pitches. John, over to you.
Thank you so much, Lisa and Grace. So now we are welcoming co-founder of SheLovesTech, Ria C. Please, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much, John. Thank you, Lisa. Please allow me to just quickly share my screen. There, I hope everyone can see that. Hi, everyone. Hi again. My name's Ria, and I'm the co-founder and co-CEO of SheLovesTech. I'm super excited to be here today, especially because this is our first ever round in Japan. It's a very monumental day. It's our first time doing the competition in this area, and I'm very excited. And I think I can speak for the entire team in that, we're very much looking forward to who's going to be winning today and who's going to be the first ever startup to represent Japan this year at the finals. And very excited. And I'm sure that all the startups today will be pitching amazingly. And I'm sure the rest of us are excited to see all of those pitches as well. That being said, what is SheLovesTech? Who are we? What are we doing? Well, SheLovesTech is a global platform committed to closing the funding gap for women. Our aim is to unlock $1 billion worth in capital by 2030 for women-led and women impact businesses. Of course, we don't do this alone. We work with leading brands and industry players globally, including corporates, large enterprises, governments, institutions, venture capital, incubators, accelerators, startup communities, and most importantly, our international organizing partners who we run the SheLovesTech Global Startup Competition with. We've definitely gone a long way since we started the competition in 2015. Back then, it was just one country, but it was the first global tech competition for female founders. Since then, the competition has developed into a fully integrated program aimed at creating, championing, and scaling technologies by and for women. This year, after 7 years, we're bigger than ever. We're in 50 countries across 6 continents worldwide. And we're continuing to expand and grow the platform even more. To date, over 8,000 startups have joined the competition, coming from 70 countries. As a global stage, the program has also garnered over 1 billion media impressions worldwide. And our alumni founders, our finalists, have managed to raise over $250 million so far. Of course, this is a long way till our goal of 1 billion. And to further accelerate our goal of unlocking 1 billion by 2030, we're very excited to announce that we are going to be launching a new SheLovesTech fund at the end of the year to invest in the startups coming out of the competition. We'll be sharing more information about the competition at the finals during the conference. So what can we expect this year? What can startups, what can all of you expect? Well, the past 3 months, we've gone through registrations, mentorship, and other events. This month, we've officially kicked off the local round competition, including today's Japan round. Here are some of the dates for everyone to follow. We have more rounds coming up. And so we hope that you don't just stay with us today and continue to cheer on the startups as we move on the various rounds going forwards. The fun also doesn't end with the local round competition. After the competition, our founders, our finalist startups will be joining a 1-week-long founders boot camp at the end of October before their semifinals event, which will take place during a 1-day hybrid conference at Switch, or the Singapore Week of Innovation and Technology, in November, and the global finals at our 2-day virtual conference in December. The conference has been a flagship thought leadership forum that we've held like the past few years, and we've had amazing leaders and influencers join us as speakers, including Ariana Huffington, Anne Carnes, Mahmoud Mohaldin, Jane Sun, and more. And this year will be no different. So we're looking forward to seeing all of you join us, during all of the competition events as well as the conference. We hope to see each one of you at that time. And during this time, we hope that you can stay connected, follow us and see the growth and the journey of the startups with us. Thank you so much. And back to you, John and Lisa.
Thank you so much, here. And without you, we are not here today. So we really appreciate you found it and made the start. SheLovesTech Global. Thank you so much. So now we have our amazing guest judges. So welcome. First of all, Kikuko Iwama, Director of Global Brain Corporation. Kikuko.
Hello. Hi. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Okay. Thank you so much. And Daniela Tickner, Venture Partner of R3i Ventures. She's not here today.
In fact, we have Tom Kosnick, who has joined us here today. Tom,
excellent. Yeah. And Nerakar Hatarushar, Director of Striders Global Investments.
Hi guys, nice to meet you all, and I'm looking forward to listening to your pitches. And I'm very privileged to be a part of this historical moment of launching SheLovesTech in Japan. Thank you all.
Thank you, Nerakar. And Sabrina Sasaki, Principal, Monozukuri Ventures.
Hi, everyone. I have some issues here with my background. I apologize for that. I'm part of Monozukuri Ventures, and we are a Japan-based venture capital currently investing in the US and Japan. I'm very excited to be part of this judge team today, and I wish good luck to all the founders that are part of this competition today. Good luck.
Thanks, Sabrina. And Jean Tanaka, Director of Investment, Deep Core.
Hello, everyone. We are AI-focused venture capital firm based in Japan. Excited to see everyone's speech today. Thanks for inviting.
Thank you, Jean. And Hayata Okubo, Program Manager of Plug and Play Japan.
Hi, everybody. It's my honor to be here. I'm from Plug and Play Japan. We are Silicon Valley-based venture capital and accelerators. So we are very excited to see your pitches today. Thank you.
Thank you, Hayata. And the last of our judge, Katsura Ito, Chief Learning Officer of Microsoft. Please welcome.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My pleasure to be the part of this great judge. And even personally, I have great passion to empower the Japanese female or women. So I'm really happy to be the part of the judge. Thank you.
And can I say a big thank you, John? Katsura-san has generously given us $120,000 worth of Microsoft credits for every single participant here today. So a huge thank you, Katsura. This is a massive contribution to our deep tech founders, and our graciousness can't be shared more openly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Katsura-san. Okay, now, are you ready, everybody, all startups? Who's ready? Who loves tech? Everyone? She loves tech. We love tech. Okay, so first of all, our amazing startup speaker is Dr. Roana Kozmura of G Space. Please welcome. Yes, Roana, please.
Yes, hi. Give me a moment to share my screen. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
So we have 5 minutes pitch and 3 minutes Q&A.
Sure. Hi. I'm Ioana, founder and CEO of G-Space. We design materials without gravity here on Earth to usher into the era of profitable in-space manufacturing. G-Space vision is to do for space manufacturing what drug discovery platforms have done for life science. To do so, I've assembled a world-leading team. I'm a serial entrepreneur and worked at NASA for 15 years. Robert is a C-level executive with over 30 years in the space industry. Kevin has over 35 years of experience in sales of terrestrial specialty materials. Remus, our CTO, and TB, our software engineer, have each over 15 years of experience from top academic institutions such as Princeton and U Chicago. We are honored to have on our board of advisors former astronaut Gregory Shamitov, as well as top industry leaders and academics. Advanced materials power all industries on Earth. Their manufacturing process uses enormous amounts of pristine resources, such as water for cooling, and represents a significant source of environmental pollution. These materials have also reached their theoretical limits, requiring significant infrastructure to meet the growing demands of the digital age. Meanwhile, the space sector is experiencing unprecedented growth, providing frequent, affordable, and reliable access to direct solar power, ultra-high vacuum, and above all, reduced gravity. This is a hot trillion-dollar industry in which manufacturing in space is the next growing market opportunity. The demands of the digital age for high-performing materials cannot be met only by manufacturing materials on Earth. The problem is that the development of products to be manufactured in space is approached via an expensive and ineffective process of trial and error. Space providers use CapEx-intensive space logistics and infrastructure and in-space manufacturing hardware, usually a miniaturization of a terrestrial process with the expectation of manufacturing products with 10 to 100 times better performance. To realize the promise of $1 trillion in space manufacturing, there is need for microgravity product design. G-Space product Atom is an AI-powered software as a service platform for the discovery and design of gravity-independent materials. The platform builds on a unique ability to discover new material formulations by levitating material samples here on Earth. Then we design materials through proprietary AI and machine learning tools optimized based on terrestrial market traction. And finally, we reimagine manufacturing processes that are unique to space. G-Space is the only company enabling high-performance material design without gravity here on Earth. We are a B2B company. Our business model relies on selling software subscriptions of the 4 Atom modules that can be purchased individually or together for an average price of $250K. We are in the process of closing on our first customer while developing over 20 additional business opportunities in our customer pipeline. Customers such as Mercury or Thales Alenia Space may buy one or multiple licenses and use one or all the modules for which they can choose the needed functionalities in a pay-per-play manner. In addition, G-Space will later also capitalize on royalties and value pricing to drive its revenue above the $100 million mark. The in-space manufacturing market is happening now. Between the fiber optic segment, which is the fastest growing, and the development of other verticals such as semiconductors, batteries, and biotech, G-Space has access to $1 billion, and by the end of the decade, this will grow to over $100 billion. To date, G-Space has raised $750,000 of non-dilutive capital originating from NASA and the US National Science Foundation prestigious SBIR awards. The current $1.5 million seed round will support G-Space with hiring talent, legal costs such as patent filing and contracts, as well as business and product development to monopolize first mover advantage. VRG space. Join us on the journey of a lifetime to build futures for space. Thank you.
Wow, what an amazing pitch. Thank you so much. Okay, so judges, any questions? We have our 3 minutes time.
All right. I'm going to take first question. Thanks for your pitch. How much you ideally charge from customers, and then why they wanted to pay for your service as a subscription base?
So again, we have 4 modules under our software platform, and each module has a different pricing scheme depending on the functionalities that the end user wants. And the end users, we have several customer archetypes. So it is a little bit of a more complicated model.
Why did they want you to pay a subscription base? Why they don't want to just like purchase it?
It could be a subscription. So we have a 3 months minimum prepaid, and then you can expand, and you can expand on a month-to-month basis, on an as-needed basis. Does that answer your question?
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Sure.
Thank you, Jing. Any judges questions?
Hi, this is Kikuko from Global Brain. Thank you so much for a presentation. I just have 2 quick questions. One is, I understood that the microgravity maybe materials will be developed maybe sometimes with the customer together. Which party will be owning of the patent eventually, or for the new material comes out, or and also is there a certain industry or type of materials that you are strong at or you are targeting at?
Yeah, so our methodology is applicable right now to what we call inert materials primarily. But as I said, the algorithms under our platforms, there's a lot of customized computer vision, machine learning, AI modules that are particularly targeting this, what we call the proprietary delta to gravity. And those can be sold independently, depending again on the customer archetype. So right now we actually are in the process of filing a provisional for the overall methodology, the hardware plus the software enhanced hardware. And that's what I said, that as things evolve, depending on whether we discover new material formulations and new materials, or together with customers, we have different pricing model and different ways of capitalizing on that.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Sure.
Nirakar?
Yes, yeah, I have a quick question. How about your competition for this market? How do you see your competition? What is the biggest competitor?
So I think in general, there are many companies that are right now trying to manufacture products in space, in particular fiber optics.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well done. Luana, thank you so much. Okay, second of our great startup, Latona CEO, Kyoko Otawa, please.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Hello, my name is Kyoko Otawa, CEO of Latona Japan. Previously, I used to work in Accenture as a consultant. Then I established Latona with this mission: find out white space and solve problems with technologies. As you know, IoT is useful and convenient with cloud network. However, sometimes have problem in the field of B2B, industrial, and commercial. High cost, like paper transactions, high latency, time lag of reflection, security concern, using public cloud and normal Wi-Fi network. The key to solve that is edge technology. So Latona is an edge computing software provider. IoT and edge market is growing, especially edge, The blue graph is expected to become 4 times by 2025. Let me explain our use case for factory. As they face this problem, slow data processing. So we can quick data processing like 20 times faster. Need a skilled engineer for reprogram. So use remote software update with microservice architecture become easily to fix. High cost to renew robot system. So our solution realize lower total cost. Next, here is another use case in retail, maybe easy to understand. Digital analytics at shops with camera and microphone. Count the number of visitors with AI face recognition. Real-time inventory control, which product is sold well. Then retail shop can improve to sell more and placement of staffs. Besides this, our tech is used for example, check-in, check-out in hotels with face AI and QR code also, and inventory management. So why can we do that? There are 3 points. First of all, team. Our board members, CDO and me are from consulting firm. And before I found Latona, we researched a lot of technology and selected and decided edge computing as a white space strategically. Now we've closed Series A round thanks to engineering team. Point 2, technology. As I mentioned, we researched a lot and find out patent technology, container orchestration on the edge. Kubernetes is usually used on cloud. However, we use that on the edge. Then Kubernetes monitors and controls each microservice, even if on the edge devices. Point 3, customer and partners. Our tech is used to some large enterprises. Also, partners support us, so we can create new use cases with them. Okay, so last message from me, why I'm here today. Concrete action is needed to contact like manufacturers to factory automation and retailers to digitalize in-shop, logistic companies who need to be more efficient shipping and warehouse. As a partner, has lightweight AI models which may be used on the edge and so on. The size of company does not matter. Our product are pieces of technology, so we need customer and partners. In addition, to tell bigger story, we are aiming for widespread our technologies as open source, not only customized use case for clients. Now, over 100 microservices available, and we update every day, generalized challenge to the limit of tech quality like fast and stable source code paths. So our real target is being the strongest OSS platform of edge computing. Thank you for your attention. And my LinkedIn is open and Facebook is open. So put the link of GitHub and our product documents. So please contact me directly. Thank you.
John, you are muted.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for a great presentation, Kyoko-san. Now we have 3 minutes for Q&A. Any judges?
May I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Thank you for the great presentation. So I have two quick questions. So the first one is, what is your business model? And the second one is, what kind of unique value do you provide compared to other competitors?
Okay, first, to answer the first question, a business model is to sell hardware and software license. hardware is one time and software is sometimes maintenance fee in manufacturer company, and sometimes the subscription service fee for like hotels and retail shops. And second question, what is the point of unique?
Yep.
Is using Kubernetes on the edge, because Kubernetes is usually on use on cloud, and edge using is our patent.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and we realize the stable environment to maintain and to monitor that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hayata and Kyoko. Any other questions?
Yeah, if I may, I'm going to take it.
Please.
Okay, hi. I'm just interested in, you mentioned about a big player, you know, you're working together like DNP or Toyota, which is wonderful. And I'm just curious because a lot of IoT scenario is still POC mode and not in production. Would you be able to introduce some of the cases you have in production already?
Okay, the production phase is in manufacturing, like the Toyota Motors, and I think the manufacturing line is used our product. It's a little, yeah, it's a little now, but we have to increase the number of the line and the volume.
Agree. That sounds great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katsura-san and Kyoko-san. Any other question? We have 40 seconds. No more questions? Okay, thank you so much, Kyoko-san. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so our third great startup, Soicor, COO of Soicor, Ayaka Doki. Please welcome. Ayaka-san. Oh, Ayaka-san said the system is not working. She said sorry.
It's okay. We move to the next one and we come back at the end, John. Thank you so much.
Okay. So the third pitch is a R3i founder, Akiko Kinoshita. Please welcome, Akiko-san.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Please let us share our screen.
Hello, my name is Akiko Kinoshita, founder of R3i. Today, my husband is going to talk about our business plan.
Hello, I'm Kazuki, co-founder of R3i. R3i aims to solve health issues with technology and microbiome. Akiko and I had our son born last year. Since she's a midwife, she preferred to go through vaginal delivery because it can give baby a whole collection of bacteria that will form microbiome on their skin and protect them from the external environment. However, she had some imminence had to give up vaginal delivery. And that's when we started to focus on microbiome. Microbiome is a collection of bacteria on our body, and they exist everywhere from your scalp to foot. And in fact, our microbiome has more bacteria than human cells, which means it has significant influence on our health. The composition of our microbiome is affected by many factors, including economic status, age, diet, and hormones, and so forth. Microbiome market is growing at 11% and is estimated to reach $16 billion in 2030. Our first approach to this market is personalized microbiome cosmetics, which we branded as iShow. Study reveals 60% of adults have at least one skin issues, and they cost Americans $75 billion for treatment. In addition, our microbiome changes frequently. So some cosmetics might work today, but not in a year. We're going to provide cleanser, all-in-one gel, and intimate area cream as the initial lineup. And we bring prebiotics and probiotics that work to balance your microbiome and Japanese ingredients. They create synergy as shown in Japanese fermentation culture. In terms of cosmetics, our products has multiple functions such as nourishing your skin, antioxidant, anti-aging, anti-irritation and redness, and so forth. And our product also has potential to alleviate skin disorders such as acne, eczema, and psoriasis, and so forth. And ultimately, balancing your microbiome will improve your immune system as well. Thus, our microbiome cosmetics are something beyond the normal skincare cosmetics. And other than the ingredients, we also focus on CSR and SDGs by choosing sustainable packages and donating a portion to charity. There are a number of cosmetic brands that promote themselves as effective to skin disorders. However, their approach is to kill bacteria, which will imbalance your microbiome. So we focused on balancing your microbiome with Japanese ingredients, and they are 100% naturally derived. And we also provide personalization and concierge service to help our customers find the best products and maximize the effect. Here's how our subscription service works. Our customers will subscribe to the service and take the microbiome test, and then we are going to send customized products and report based on the results. In order to maximize the results, we update the products every 3 months. And through these processes, we collect data of our customers. And that database can be used in various fields, including other healthcare departments, marketing, research, and insurance. Here are the market sizes we're seeing for the initial products. Tatcha is one of the renowned D2C cosmetic brands with Japanese essence. And ultimately, we tap into the growing microbiome market. Since we founded, we partnered with manufacturers, cosmetic experts, and micro-influencers. We're producing samples at the moment, and we are inviting micro-influencers to test them and become our initial marketing channel as well. And in the next 18 months, we are going to start the production and distribution of our products. And we are raising $350,000 in pre-seed round. Within 7 years from the launch, we aim to be the leading brand in microbiome market and generate over $500 million in annual revenue. Here's what our team look like. Akiko has worked as midwife and dermatology, while I have my expertise in marketing and business development. And in order to have CTO, we are reaching out to a research institution at UCSD so that they can help us find the right person for the position. And we are also reaching out to some microbiome companies to develop the testing systems. We strive to be a leading brand in microbiome market, so why don't you join our journey? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kaz and Akiko. Judges, we have 3 minutes Q&A. Please. Any questions? Neraka, please.
I think
Sorry.
you're muted.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, my question is, are you guys producing these microbiome cosmetics by yourself? And then you said like, if you are making it by yourself, have you guys done any lab testing or any certifications to prove the level of quality that you're assuring, like giving out here, the numbers?
All right, so we're going to partner with OEM manufacturers. So we are not producing by ourselves, but our partners are producing products for us. And we are going to invite some influencers to test our products, and they'll take microbiome tests so that they can see how effective our product is. And we are also going to, we also plan to send our products to the lab once it's out.
Okay, thank you. So in that case, you are acting more like a platform where the influencers or the people can do the micro testing and then purchase the cosmetics that are produced by some other party. Is that the model?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for the question, Nirakar. Any other questions?
I'm going to take the next question. Yeah, thanks for your pitch. What's your product distribution strategy look like? With like a next fundraising, without fundraising, how can you like distribute your product?
So you mean the channel of distribution?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We're gonna mainly sell our product through our e-commerce website, and within 2 or 3 years, we also plan to partner with distributor and retailers so that we can list our products on brick and mortar stores. And then, you know, like those products can bring customers to our website so they can subscribe to the personalization service.
I see. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Any other questions, judges? Okay, thank you so much for a wonderful pitch, Akiko and Kaz. Thank you. Okay, next, our great startup CEO of Corina Dreamcatcher, Corina Cutran, please.
Okay, let me share the screen now.
Shin, come on.
Hello, can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I start now?
Yes, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Colina, co-founder, CEO of Brand Academy. Now, what if I don't have sick and depressed days? All days to me are beautiful and happy. Isn't it a beautiful world you and I, we all want? However, we're not living in that world. Right now, suicidal rate among girls between the ages of 12 and 17 in the US increased by 26% in 2020 and by 50% in 2021. It's a fact that 20% of the world working population has mental disorders at any given time, making 970 million people suffer from anxiety and depression, causing 925 billion USD loss in revenue. I'm one of them. 9 years ago, I had severe depression. I was sent to the mental hospital for 21 days. 2 years later, my depression turned to bipolar disorder. I took another 10 days in rehab. I'm still under medication right now, but fortunately, thanks to my unique experiences, I've been able to manage my condition. With a degree in science, when facing the first depressive episodes, I was able to figure out that my suicidal thoughts were from brain chemical imbalance. I'm also an artist, a book author, and screenwriter. I worked in entertainment for 9 years. I always learn and improve my mental well-being in my own style. That's how Run the Academy was born. We offer a personalized learning network assisting people to lead a balanced and healthy life in an entertaining way. How does it work? We combine education and medical as holistic solution to the root problem. With education, lessons designed to improve your IQ, EQ. You know IQ and EQ, right? We also increase SQ, sensibility quotient. As a result, improve your BQ, business quotient. In the end, this helps you to be the CEO of your life. With medical, we provide customized treatment according to your physical, mental, and lifestyle condition, like your home doctor. These therapies then deliver in a supportive network of artists and friends, in which community launch is highly appreciated. We leverage artist network to reach more users and expanding user base more quickly. How do we monetize? We charge $1. We charge $1 a month for standard subscription and $19 a month for premium. We take 20% for one-on-one coaching or customized package between learners or patients and educators or health experts. For B2B2C, we target corporate employees and insurers. However, it's totally free to join branded community and artist network. We don't have competitors at this moment. We are hybrid of 4 business models: social network, artists, e-learning marketplace, and digital healthcare. There's about 3.4 billion working people in the world right now. We aim to acquire 160 million users in 4 target markets: Vietnam, Japan, South Korea, and the US over the next 3 years. This is our team. We born global. 5 of us deploy a team from 8 countries. I started my first company, a digital marketing agency in Vietnam with $100 in my pocket. After 4 years, expanded to 6 countries. My co-founders in Canada, who's also our CFO, with a tech background in AI, data science, and gaming. With this multinational team, we hope to go on a journey of personalized learning and treatment before decentralizing education and healthcare system as part of the future metaverse. We're launching next month, but we tested with 40 users from the 4 countries. Half of them are artists, mainstream and underground. All are very excited to join the network. We're currently looking for $500,000 to start the first phase, building the community network of artists and friends, run the academy to infinity lessons and beyond. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Corina, for wonderful pitch. Judges, we have 3 minutes for Q&A, please.
If I may, should I take it?
Yes,
Yep.
please.
Okay, thank you, Corina. I love the idea on the trying to address the depression through the learning and learning and the network, which is exactly kind of the social program to be addressed. And I love the approach. I have maybe the question is for the artist. What is their motivation to be the part of the communication community, and what type of role the artist is play, and how those artists would differentiate your network toward others?
Okay, so you have 2 questions, right? So I'd like to answer you. Your first question is how the artists can find our platform is different and how we can attract the artists. So we firstly build a social network. We orientate our social network to a community builder and artist zone, where people, not only artists, they share common interests and common problem, so they can share different experiences. And how your question is the second question is how the law for the artists, right?
Yes, what kind of the artist is going to play, what kind of role within the
we attract both mainstream and underground artists. For underground, we spread in our global artist network, because I'm also an artist. I organize event every year, fashion exhibition in different countries, and we have that connection. For mainstream, we work with idol company, talent management company, especially from South Korea, like Big 4 company, leading entertainment company. We provide corporate package. We have projects to work with them.
I see. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katsura. Next, Judge Kikuko-san, please.
Hi, thank you so much for the presentation. I have a quick, 2 quick one actually. One is, what's the difference of the premium and the standard product, if you can answer it quickly? And the other one is, who are these premium paying customer that you see right now, or you're foreseeing?
So for mental illness, and for the approach of using both education and medical to treat mental illness.
Thank you so much, Corina. for your wonderful pitch. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now next, our amazing startup, Micro Enterprise CEO, Mai Sakaue. Please welcome, Mai-san.
Hi. Can you see the screen now?
Yes. We cannot see your slides yet. Yes, we can see that.
Okay. Okay, so thank you very much. Let me start now.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, this is Mai Sakaue, CEO of Micro Enterprise. Today, I'd like to introduce to you Kipeke, meaning unique in Swahili, a platform that achieves every maker matters. This is our vision. Throughout Kipeke, every maker matters. Own your special garment, save the climate change. Is this thing familiar to you? Most of you might have bought something from one of those fast fashion stores before. Reality behind is many children and wage exploitation are going around. Occupational health and safety disaster happens. A case resulting in 1,000 deaths has also happened. This issue is due to mass consumption because the pricing competition, the fast fashion industry needs to exploit the wage. Not only the labor issue, but also big environmental issues are there. In Japan, about 3 billion items are produced yearly. Half of them are consumed, but half of them are disposed, unsold. Production is double comparing to the demand. Also, apparel industry is known to be second largest CO2 producing industry after petrol industry. Those big forest fires in Australia or USA are happened due to the climate change. So your daily choice of the garment can change something. As I was working with Kenyan women who was living in slum or refugees with good skills of sewing, but no opportunities to earn fair wage, I got this inspiration. It's our solution. A platform called Kipeke to connect to ethical fashion users to tailors in developing countries directly. This is personal tailor service where you can see the tailor's face and read the story. This is how it works. End users choose the favorite tailor and pick design, pattern, and size, then order. Tailor side receive order and start manufacturing. After finishing manufacturing, the garment is dispatched and received by end users. End users will put the feedback, then tailors will receive. Total duration is about 3 to 4 weeks from the order to receive. This is a market opportunity. The global ethical fashion market is growing. In 2019, the size is $6 billion size. By 2030, it will increase by 2.5 times. This is our roadmap. We take 20% of margin from each transaction. In 5 years, our sales will reach $100 million. Also, more than 2,000 women who are in the absolute poverty line, they will earn the fair wage, Kenyan average income by them. Also launching in 3 continents. This is our team. I'm CEO of Micro Enterprise. I have over 10 years of experience in the apparel industry, selected IPT Woman, Tokyo Metropolitan Governmental Accelerator, also US Embassy Program for Entrepreneurs. And Kanako Takizawa has lived in Sudan with the program of Japan International Cooperation Agency. She has worked as a programmer. Shiele, he is a graduate from Kenyatta University and came to Japan with Japanese governmental scholarship. He has a strong network of 54 African countries. Charles Marcia is working as a COO in Kenyan side. We have been trying to connect Kenya and Japan, working closely together, volunteering over 3 years already. Then we are concluded strongly working on this platform to solve one of those problems. Our strength is experiencing apparel, broad network in Kenya, Africa, and emerging countries. Also, no competitors tackling apparel labor issue areas by digital transformations. We are looking for raising capital for seed stage for further platform development, marketing, consumer acquisition, and also market entry. This is Mai Sakabe from Micro Enterprise Inc. We are Kipeke throughout our platform. Every maker matters. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mai-san.
Thank you.
So, judges, any questions?
May I ask one question?
Yes, please.
Thank you so much for the great presentation. So I have two quick questions. How do you select manufacturers with appropriate working condition? Like, do you look at any standard or certificate? Is there any process to select manufacturers?
Yes, actually we are selecting by NGO NGO who are doing the sheltering and taking care of the sewing skills for ladies. And we do the quality check every time they make, and we select the NGO by NGO, and we do the selection. We always take this selection, what do you call, the flow for somebody we are working with.
That's great, thank you. And one more question. So what is the maximum production? Like if you have more customers, can you manage the production?
Yes, actually, somehow, actually, the maximum is 5 pieces per day, one woman. And our first goal is first stage of this 1 year. It's like 500,000 US dollar for the sales. We have enough capacity already.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hayato. Any other questions? No more questions?
I think we have a question from the attendees.
Okay, please.
It's in the chat box. Maybe John, can you help us to read out? Thank you.
Having working in this distributed micro business industry, Africa and Asia, may I ask, how do you first enable the maker mother to afford the equipment investment, sewing machine to get going? For example, lease loan, and second, how do you avoid corruption in this system of people forcing people into the system at the source?
The first one, it is that we are working closely with NGO. So we have the equipment in the NGO. And the second one, I don't understand what it means, the corruption in system of people forcing people into the system at the source. So sorry, will you please explain this a bit more?
It means forced labor. How do you prevent forced labor, people taking advantage of the mothers?
People taking advantage of mothers, is that somebody is trying, I mean, somebody...
The corruption forcing the women to work.
I see.
So the people are in the NGO, so it won't be happening because they are taking care of NGO.
Great.
Thanks, Mai.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
What she said. Thank you for your answer. Thank you, Mai-san.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so now next, our great entrepreneur, Miss Yuko Nakahata, founder and CEO of Sustainaseed. Please welcome Yuko.
Hi, thank you, John. And I will share my screen. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, let me set the timer for now. Yes, and go for it. Hi, I'm Yuko, the founder of Sustainaseed. In my background, I have experienced about 2 exits from the startups, and also being as a board member at the 3 listed companies, and now taking the 1. And during the time, I saw something wrong. What's wrong? Yes, the female board member at the listed company in Japan is only 7%. And even the gender gap index, it's almost bottom around the world. You know, the gender gap is one of the targets for the SDGs. So let's say it's all of the things, include the ESG. It's about sustainability. Why sustainability is so hard to tackle on it? People are telling not enough knowledge and less of the awareness, and it costs a lot and don't know where to learn about that. So that's me need a support. So this is the solution. We provide a sustainable focused crowdfunding platform. This is focusing on sustainability only. What about a business model? We are a platform between the project owners and supporters. And here is the transaction, and we charge with the transaction fee. This is the purchase and donation type. And here is the market size. It's whole of the world, 34 billion US dollar. And what about the SDGs? It's 20 trillion. So think of these competitors. Yes, we already have several companies. One already had the IPO 2 years ago, and the other one going very well. Then we take this position between realistic and social impact. There are several global companies, but not well known yet in Japan. So why Sustain Seed? This is the platform. We only focus on sustainability. This is already branding. And next year, in Japan, the stock market will be restructured. And the first section, we call it Prime. The whole of the companies must issue the sustainable report. So that means the investors must focus on it also, ESG. So that's a trend worldwide. We already joined several membership. It's globally or related to the local government, and already working with several third parties as a partner. Making this as a platform means making it the community, and we want to make it as a sustainable ecosystem. So what about our roadmap? Yes, we are here. It's only seed. And our MVP will be released next month. And step by step, we are going for this to implement some functions and units and so on. Here is our team, myself and Koji. We both are serial entrepreneurs and have the global background. And we also learned sustainable business strategy from Harvard. So what do we want? We want to get the support about the marketing. I know many people are here, and we want to get the 50K as a prize. We want to get it. And also, if you are focusing on sustainability, it's not the timing yet for us, but the very near future, I want to connect with the sustainable focused VC people right now. This is Yuko from Sustain Seed. Thank you so much. I'm done.
You're on mute, John.
Thank you, Yuko, for your great pitch. Judges, we have a 3 minutes Q&A time. Nirakar, please.
Yes, I think you correctly captured the problems of sustainability in the market and why it's hard to do. But I want to know why you think this crowdfunding platform will solve that issue. Why crowdfunding? Why did you select that?
Yeah, because for myself, I was trying to start something and try to use the crowdfunding, but well, it was quite hard to tackle on it. So I thought, okay, better to do it by myself, and supporting other people would be the leverage. to implement in the market. I was even working as a volunteer for learning more than 1 year, but I thought it was not enough. So this is the way I thought.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And Judge Katsura-san, you have a question?
Yeah, Yuko-san, thank you very much. I like the approach, sustainability, and the people in Japan doesn't know so much about it. So it's great. Maybe, so are you thinking about only to do the business in Japan? That is first question. And the next one is, what make your platform different or trusted platform as SDG? You mentioned you learned it for a year, but any other authority or advice you are looking for to make your business or platform successful?
Yeah, at the first, we are already planning it as globally and already have one partner from the overseas, and as thinking to make it, well, the growth. So we are joining to the organizations like FTCD, or well, I'm the board member at the listed company right now. So that means that I know exactly what is the ESG, and I can approach to the people, to the listed companies, because I'm joining as a board members, organizations. So this is my approach. And if I could bring the big organizations, and now I'm thinking to make this platform not only the crowdfunding, but making it as well the other functions like well, I want to make the sustainable report supporting with using the AI. At the first, need to make it as manually, but if the listed companies required for the sustainable report, but I know people don't know what need to write about that. So that's why well, want to support from that side.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katsura-san. And Hayata, you have a question?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you a similar question, but I've seen a lot of like a greenwash products. So how do you do the screening for greenwash products?
Yeah, that is very great point. I know what is the exactly thing. So people are thinking like even they don't notice what is a greenwash, but usually most of the corporations doing like reputation management. So I would like to show what they must do. And there is a layers what you do. So I will show it, and the big organizations must take the leadership. This is my thought.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hayata, and thank you so much for your wonderful pitch, Yuko.
Thank you so much.
Okay, next, our wonderful startup, My Auctions CEO, Monica Jane. Please welcome Monica.
Hi, this is Monica from My Auctions Japan. I will just share the screen. Let me know when you can see it.
Yes, we can see your.
Okay, I will just present it. Hi, this is Monica Jain, founder and CEO of myauctions.jp, world's first online auction rental website. There are more than 300 B2B auctions in Japan. My husband, a diamond merchant, participated in 40 auctions in 30 days, all over Japan. Last year, due to Corona, the gatherings were prohibited. They had to take the auctions online. Online B2B auctions take time, cost, stress, building the entire portal, building and sustaining clients, and all auctions here and there becomes a big, big hassle for a bidder. Now imagine with My Auction, you can create your auction in 3 minutes, get a free personalized website, and all the auction tools at one place. This is My Auctions for you. Conduct or attend auction at one portal from wheresoever. Seems impossible, right? Conceived this idea in May last year, developed the product in 6 months, launched the MVP in January, and here I am, 9 months ahead, and products worth $9 million have changed hands at our portal. Currently, auctioneers are only from Japan. Users signed up are more than 3,000. They're the global users. Users register are 300 plus. Now with the market, with the auctioneers only in Japan, consider if we go global and ahead and about in our categories. Currently, I'm launched only in diamonds, jewelry, and gemstones. What if I launch in archaeology, books, cameras, classic cars? The sky is the limit for the market size. And all this is because of my rocking team of more than 20 people working in Japan and India, making our market revolution a dream come true. Meet me, a serial entrepreneur. 2012, I was operating GPB, who was one of the very few women running a civil engineering firm back then in the world. In 2017, I was on the boards of MJ Diamonds, and again, one of the very few women in the diamond industry. And meet my boys. These are the co-founders I have. Kanishk, Mr. Fix-It, we call him Mr. Fix-It. He's top 50 tech leaders of the world on the boards of AppCrate and Cisco, taking care of our finances and sprints. What better than having tech lead of Mel Waters as our CTO? Mr. Backbone, Pradeep. And here comes my favorite, Shobit Sachanti, Mr. Smart Money, domain expert and investor. Not only I love my team, but my customers love them too. This is the customer feedback from our Japanese customers, and this is from the global world. And now, if you shall have interest in supporting this adamant women in front of you, my asks are simple and in priority list: mentors, partnerships, and funding. And shall the trust is be held in us, best case scenario will be you will be the world leader with 60 billion plus yearly revenue, and realistic case scenario, getting 5% of the top auction companies generating $20 to $30 million yearly revenue. Thank you. This is my auctions, Monica.
Thank you so much, Monica, for your great pitch.
Thank you.
Now we have a 3 minutes Q&A time. Any questions? Oh, Tom, please ask question.
Monica, this looks amazing.
Thank you, Tom.
What do you see as the biggest challenge to scale this business so you can get past the realistic case scenario and
Okay. So yeah, so I definitely understand. First of all, the shared economy market, the shared economy system is a pretty new concept. It's a sort of a market revolution in the auction industry. Amazon took, I guess, more than 20 years to put shared economy concept in the retail market. But for B2B auction market, it's a pretty new concept. So number one is that I still have to convince my auctioneers to, that everybody will be doing auctions together, et cetera, I still have to do that. The number two is that we do not have women in this industry. So I'm kind of outcast most of the time. So yeah, so that's the second problem.
Could I ask if, what would be great partners to help you?
So I, thank you for the question again. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you in between because of the lack of time. The partnerships that I'm looking for is primarily in other categories that I can just branch out, have the domain expert, right? For like for jewelry and diamond, I have the domain expert called Shobit Sachanti. I'm looking out for the domain experts and the partnership in the same sorts. Hello? Am I audible? This is...
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Tom?
No, she did a great job. I'm being quiet so another person can ask a question.
Oh, thank you,
I'm so sorry, Tom.
Yeah. Any other questions from any judges or attendees?
Was it this bad?
Oh, you were awesome. Nobody knows what to say.
I was expecting a round of questions, and thus I was like, okay, Tom, I'll just quickly answer your question. It breaks my heart.
Okay, thank you so much, Monica, for your wonderful pitch. Thank you. Okay, now next, our amazing startup Flap founder and CEO, Candace Chen. Please welcome.
Hi. Hi, can everyone hear me okay and see my screen?
Yes.
All right, then I'll get started.
Okay.
Fluff is a pet care marketplace for urban pet parents in Asia. I'm Candace, founder and CEO of Fluff. Also my baby, Sky's mom. Oh, sorry. Actually, I have some screen problem. It's not going to the next. Okay, there you go. Also my baby, Sky's mom. I love her very much. However, whenever I'm away, she gets really sad and looks at the door like this. It breaks my heart. I wish I could take care of her all the time. I'm sure someone has asked you, can you watch my pet over the weekend? Because it's difficult to find someone you can trust to watch your beloved fur baby as an urban parent. Existing customized services are too expensive, and to drop off, pick up, booking, the process is inconvenient and complicated. There are nearly 30 million dogs and cats just in Northeast Asia, which is more than the amount of children. That's a $2 billion market in this area, and it's still increasing dramatically due to COVID. On average, we need someone to watch our pets for 11 days a year. And 70% of us pet parents wish there were a better or more convenient solution. With Fluff, we can easily find someone we can trust through our data-driven sitter matching system. With high quality care, all the sitters are trained, qualified, and they send you photo updates and reports via the app. And the price is affordable because all the sitters are animal lovers themselves. To become our sitters, they have to go through our online training, get tested. We also verify if they truly do love animals, check their IDs, and sign contracts with them to ensure safety for all of our users. But what truly makes us special is love. Because we are a community of pet lovers, our users and sitters are extremely loyal and they treat our pets like family. Currently, our users find us from our community referrals, which include ambassadors, a referral program, and micro-influencers, as well as Google search. We also work with women reemployment organizations to help middle-aged women find work opportunities again. We train them to become pet sitters. Among our competitors, we offer the highest quality with the most convenient solution. That's why since our launch in 2020, we now have 30,000 registered users, 120 sitters, about 3,000 completely successful matchings, and 40% retention rate, which is much higher compared to our competitors of 1 to 3%. Our revenue has grown from $22,000 to over $100,000 within just 1 year. That gives us a YOY of 370% even during COVID with a 98% reduction in traveling. Business model comes from service fee. We take 20% from each successful transaction and booking from the sitter. We also collect pay data and reporting data that can later on be used for pet insurance and precise marketing purposes. Our team doesn't only love animals. We have extremely strong backgrounds. I'm a serial entrepreneur who have built and sold my first startup in LA, went to Cornell for a women's entrepreneurship program, worked with the animal organization in the US. My sister, Amy, our COO, worked at one of the largest telecom companies in Taiwan on AI and facial recognition projects. Our CTO, Chris, is also a serial entrepreneur who has built 3 startups, went to HTC and Vive as a senior engineer. Our BCFO worked at Samsung, and marketing director, Maxine, has 10 years marketing experience, is also a celebrity with 500,000 followers. Also, our investors have awesome backgrounds, coming from Wall Street Journal, Alibaba, IBM, Be Current, an impact fund, Isco Pet, also Taiwan's leading pet food company. We're currently in 500 startups, went through AppWorks as our accelerators. We are planning on adding more features and testing out different marketing channels to grow and expand within the year. Once we hit our revenue goal of $500,000, we're planning on expanding to Japan, which is going to be early next year, and we'll begin fundraising for our pre-A round. We want to continue to expand throughout Asia and create work opportunities for animal-loving minorities, which is mostly women, and make pet care easy and loving. That's why we need you as an investor or as a partner to join Fluff. Share the love, because every pet deserves to be fluffed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Candace, for your amazing pitch. We have 3 minutes Q&A time. Judges, any questions? Tom, please.
Candace, I'm a pet lover and we want to know when you're going to expand to North America.
We have competitors there, probably not as easy to use as our app. That will be soon, but we want to target Northeast Asia first and then go to Southeast Asia and America. Yeah, I love pets.
If you want to go to Southeast Asia, I have a lot of friends in Singapore who can help you with that springboard.
That would be awesome. That would truly be amazing. We want to save all the pets.
Thank you, Tom. Now, Kikuko-san, please ask the question.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm also a proud, dog owner during the COVID time. So he's 1 year old now. I'm really need someone to watch dog actually, once a week. So it's a bit more than 11 days a year, I think. So one question I have is, I think the concern is really how well you train the staff to watch the dog itself. Of course, the house of the dog really matters. And the other thing is, I think you mentioned pick up and drop off, and that's really helpful. Just wondering how you're going to manage that, when expanding to new city, and how are you doing right now actually manage the logistic part?
Okay. Yeah, it's probably pet care is probably going to be more frequent after COVID. And I'll answer your second question first with the logistics. We currently have tried expanding to other cities already, and we actually have always used a very viral marketing tactic. We gain a lot of our users from animal loving groups, such as volunteer groups. So we want to make sure all the sitters are true animal lovers. So we get them from volunteers, a lot of people that are already working with animals a lot. So those people, we ensure they're good, but there are shelter and volunteer groups in every city. So it's very direct to work with those shelters and volunteer groups and get them an opportunity to work on a second job and help other people. Because people that volunteer typically have more time and they love animals. Also with the other group is the middle-aged women that love animals. They typically also have more time. And with our training, so logistic-wise, we have been okay expanding with our sitters and getting them on board. And our training is entirely online. We work with pet sitters that have been pet sitters for a while. We use the pet sitter training system from the US. It's American pet sitter training. Pet sitting really comes from the Western world. So we took that lecture and kind of made it online, and they all have to pass a pretty difficult test. We even give out pictures of dogs doing different things, and they have to be able to analyze what the dog is doing or what the cat is doing. So we really make sure the quality is good for the sitters.
Thank you. Can't wait to come to Japan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your great question and also great answer, Kiko-san and Candace. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have 2 more great startups coming up. Now, next, Style Clueless founder and CEO, Rinat Homosani Perry. Please welcome.
Hi. Hello, nice to meet you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'll share my screen.
Sure.
It's okay, just a second. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Great, so hi, my name is Rinat, and I'm here to tell you about Style Clueless. Style Clueless, the digital stylist for fashion brands. We offer a broader view of the collection, and this is how we increase basket size and reduce unsold inventory. So I've been in the fashion industry for the past 14 years. I've been a fashion designer, a stylist, and I work at Victoria's Secret's biggest shop in Singapore as a manager. And there were problems that were just increasing, which were product discovery and product discovery and inventory management. And this is because creating looks is very expensive, and until today it's done manually. There's a $4.3 billion problem of unsold clothes in inventory. And now there's an adoption of a new technology. So the fashion industry is going into AR and VR. And of course, they have the customer who's more aware of their environments, and they feel more responsible and they want to buy smart. So the way it works today, fashion brands have a lot of inventory, but conversion is still very, very low. And the solution is Style Clueless. So we take an item that you like and we add complementary items that go well with that item, but various styles, various colors. So the product today, if you go to a regular, let's say, Prada shop, you will have the model wearing the white skirt. But this is maybe not your look. You don't like this style. And the other options you get there, you may also like other skirts. But you don't want that. You want to be inspired. You want to understand how you can wear the item that you like. This is where Style Clueless comes in. We give different colors, different styles. We help the brands understand what their consumers prefer. And this is very important for inventory management. So we're working, we already have traction. We're working as an in-store app. We did a POC with Benjamin Barker. We're now working with a Japanese e-commerce website, and we're working with a 3D company, Browseware. They're doing rendering, and they want our solution to help reorganize all the 3D items, fashion items that they have on their platform. Now, of course, we have competitors, but the difference between us and our competitors is that our competitors have an army of stylists behind them. They do have a bit of automation, but it's not enough. And our engine can take 2,000 items and within seconds create outfits. And because today there's a massive increasing amount of items and it's just increasing, everything has to happen a lot faster. The market is huge, but we're targeting the 5 billion. So the 20% of fashion brands that are adopting digital, that are going into AR, VR. So the brands that are really, going with the change of technology. Our business model is today we're working with digital channels for fashion brands. So it's based on subscription and pay per look. We're also working with affiliates. So third-party complementary tech providers that need our solutions to help organize and give a visual to the inventory. And because the fashion industry is going into VA and AR, we've got Geppetto, we've got Roblox. We are looking to work with them and really offer a solution for the increasing amount of skins and digital fashion. And of course, one more thing, Style Clueless is going for gaming. So the market for skins will hit $50 billion by 2023. And all the gamers, once they have a unique persona for their avatars, it's not enough just the looks that the game companies are giving them. They want to create their own look. They want to be unique. And this is where Style Clueless comes in. So until today, we bootstrapping 5,000K, 50K. And we have developed the engine, as I said, that can take 2,000 items and with seconds create outfits. We're looking to raise 500K. And this is to increase our tech team. So every fashion brand is working with different platforms. And we really need more developers to help us integrate those fashion brands. And, we've got an experienced team. We come from fashion, tech, and venture creation. This market opportunity is huge. This is a market that is just going to explode in the next year to come. And of course, we're going also in stores. We're going for the e-commerce and the gaming, not because we're not focused, but because the fashion industry is there. And we're here to help the fashion industry offer broader look of their collection. Thank you. If you need anything, please contact me and I'd love to give you more information.
Thank you so much, Rinat, for your wonderful pitch.
Thank you.
Now we have 3 minutes Q&A time. Please ask judges. Jing, please.
Yes, thanks for your pitch. What's the result with your recommendation system, with your recommendation engine, or like, without recommendation engine? And how would you make sure for like a new customer, you're gonna provide the right, basically their fashion preference?
That's a great question. So you're asking, how do I know my outfits are right? So how do they like the outfit? Okay,
Yeah.
so we offer various looks for every item, not just one style, up to 6 styles, not to confuse the consumer. And then according to what they like and don't like, our machine learns and then produces other recommendations. So for now, what we've done, our POCs, first of all, the first people that see the combinations are the stylists and the creative teams of the brand. And then they have like a like and an unlike button and they click. And according to that, the machine learns what they like. So for an example, we had a brand, our algorithm provides pastel colors, combination of pastel colors, but that brand didn't like it. They were very conservative. So after they saw the recommendations, the machine learned that, pastel colors was not an option. And he showed more of like, black, blues. So it didn't match like pink with pastel green. So it was more pink with dark blue, pink with black. So the more you engage with the system, the better it becomes, the smarter it becomes. And then it really understands the DNA of the brand.
I see. And then does it mainly increase the conversion rate of the purchase, or does it increase the repeat rate of the existing customers?
Yeah, so it increases basket size and
Gotcha.
conversion, but mostly basket size, because if we go to a store and we want to buy a top, there's no reason to buy just a top. We want to buy a top with a blazer and we want to understand how to dress up. We don't want to go to Instagram and TikTok to be inspired. We want the brands to inspire us. And this is where Style Clueless comes in.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next question is Hayata.
Thank you so much for the great presentation. I love your solutions. I want to use it if you launch it in Japan. And I have one question. So I think fashion preference varies depending on the countries. So how would you take that into consideration? Like, do you need to train your machine learning, like your AI system, like every time you go into the next another country, or how would you do that?
So that's a great question. So as I said, we offer various looks. So according to the engagement with the looks, we understand what each country likes. And why is this so important for the inventory management? Because they just send the same outfits to all the countries. There is no data regarding what people like in Tokyo and what people like in Manhattan. And the minute they see what the Japanese consumers are purchasing, so the looks they're purchasing, they understand that, okay, in Japan, these are the items that need to go. And in Manhattan, these are the items that need to go. So the minute you engage, the minute you pick, the engine understands, and then it shows image outfits according to demographics, but it will still always show new trendy things. So no matter what the country is, we will always show like things that are coming up, trendy colors. That is something that would not change with the outfits recommendation.
In order to customize for the specific country, you need some time to train your system.
Exactly. So yeah, we're opposite. We don't care about the consumer. Don't want any personal data. You see the outfits, you pick, we understand what you like. So we're going on the opposite way.
Thank you for answering. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your question.
And thank you so much for your wonderful pitch, Diant.
Thank you.
Okay, so our final guest, the pitch, by Ayaka Doki, CEO of Soiko. Please welcome Ayaka.
Hi, I'm sorry about my
technical program. Okay.
Okay, you can start.
Okay. Oops. Hi, everyone. This is Ayaka, founder of Jotly. We provide a matching platform and training program focusing on female outside board members. Do you know the situation of gender gap in Japan? Global gender gap ranking is actually 120 out of 156 companies. This is a very bad record. What about female boards in Japan? 7% is current female boards employment rate, and 43% is the percentage of companies with no female boards. This means over 6,000 female candidates are currently missing. What do you think about the supply and demand? By the way, why female boards is demanded? Of course, ESG and SDGs we have to work on harder, but also the best solution to hire more female employees is to hire role models such as excellent female executives and boards. What's more, the stock prices of companies with at least one female board surprisingly outperform them of companies with no female boards. There's another piece of good news. Tokyo Stock Exchange decided to reorganize their market next year. So corporate governance code has been stricter. However, what about supply? It is difficult to find. There's few qualified candidates, and if you find qualified, no availability. So Jotly can be a solution. We have companies to find and reach appropriate candidates. And also we educate female leaders to expand their career chances. Already 100 female qualified candidates are registered, and 460 companies are interested in our service for 3 months. The first training program will start actually tomorrow for a month. And 10 female participants are registered already, and 6 coaches and speakers we assigned. Our business model is quite simple. From candidates, we set a 1-month training program. From companies, we take recruitment fees as a success reward. We're also thinking about recurring revenue such as subscription for using our platform. From companies, one more sales channel is consulting fee. This is already running, and annual sales are going to be $3 million this year. Market opportunities. We think recruitment market of executive in Japan is $300 million out of $70 billion recruitment market in Japan. We look for fundraising, $500K for sales and marketing. We have strong members who have expertise on corporate governance code and management as listed company. I am founder Ayaka. I was in Goldman Sachs and UC Berkeley, learned finance, entrepreneurship, and gender. Kayahara is also a founder. He was in EY, one of the biggest auditing firm, Credit Suisse, and the founder of K-Love, which is a big listed company in Japan, also joined as an angel investor. Our team have strong background in corporate governance, and we consulted many famous listed companies like this. Not only the expertise in this field, but also we have passion. We are enthusiastic to empower women leaders. Thank you very much, and join us, Jotly.
Thank you so much for your great pitch, Ayaka. Judges, we have 3 minutes Q&A time. So, okay, so Katsura-san, please.
Ayaka-san, thank you very much. This is kind of the very key point, how we can transform entire, the Japan KK or Japan Kabushiki Gaisha. And since I just started as one of the board member for last 3 months, I learned there are so many things I didn't know. So I love this program. I wish I could know this program much earlier. But having said that, I have one question. So your motto is asking a candidate to pay for the money for the training. But you also said this is more, the pre-market, there are a lot of demand. Why candidate needs to pay the money for that?
Thank you for your question. We think the number of candidates is really few in Japan. So our one of our mission is educate the new potential candidates, the female candidates. So now maybe the female potential candidates can't be qualified, but our mission is to educate them.
Okay. Yeah, so you are trying to expand the candidate and foster them to be able to be, to be selected.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Tom. You have a question?
Yes, this is a very important problem, and it's one that a number of companies in the US have been working on for a very long time. So my first question is, have you looked to some of the companies in the US who are doing basically what Yotori is doing? And if so, what have you learned from them? And number two, how do you prevent those sorts of companies from, once they realize what you're doing in Japan, coming after you?
Sorry, I couldn't hear the question one. So can you...
Okay, question one, there are a number of companies in the United States who do what Yotori is doing, and they've been doing it for many years. And the first question is, have you done research and learned anything from the work and the success of those companies?
Yeah, I learned from one US company that provide similar service as us, and they are kind of a matching platform, focusing on female external board. So yeah, I learned a little bit about it, but actually US is they really focusing on SDGs or ESG, but Japan far behind. So I believe that Japan is kind of chance to enter the market.
No, I agree. Japan needs you, so I'm not doubting that.
Thank you, Tom and Ayaka. Okay, now it's the time for judges to choose the winners. So meanwhile, we're going to have a fireside chat by welcoming Lisa and also our special guest, Rosaline Shoku, founder, CEO of CXA Group, Asia's award-winning AI-powered health tech and wellness ecosystem design. Please welcome Lisa and Rosaline.
Hi, Rosaline. Great to have you with us.
Hi, pleasure to be here.
Now, you are one of my most inspiring women entrepreneurs, and I have just absolutely loved stepping back watching your journey. Could you introduce yourself to the audience and give them some of your background?
This year I turned 60. I started my startup, this one, at the age of 51. I was running Mercer and Marsh, the 14 countries, which included Japan, where it was mainly men who reported to me. And I tried to convince my company to give me $10 million to solve all of the customer complaints. So customers in all 14 countries, which was large multinationals, complained about the whole insurance industry, despite us growing 800%. So for 5 years, I tried to convince them to give me $10 million to solve these issues and use technology to invest in Asia. They never said yes. So I left and I spent $10 million of my own money to build my startup. It was actually not all my own money. I took 3 million from my husband, all his savings for the college education for my kids. And he was retired, but he's no longer retired. And I signed a personal guarantee to borrow another 5. And so that was almost 9 years ago. So we're still alive, still going. And we finally, this year, during the midst of COVID, were able to prove that despite COVID, despite severe lockdowns, 200 companies actually bought insurance from their bank. Despite no one being able to walk into a branch, seeing brokers or agents. And we've also proven that employees can shift money to prevention and also buy high margin insurance from the bank. So yeah, so we're still alive and still going on this journey.
Now you've had quite the journey, and that journey has been comprised of completely transitioning an Asian healthcare ecosystem from treatment to prevention. As
Yes.
someone who teaches the futures of hospital management at the university,
Yes.
that is quite a feat. You have at least, in the markets that I serve, 87 hospital leaders in their nations that are really not running fast towards this goal. What has been your secret to getting this success? I think the whole world needs to know this.
Yeah, it's so healthy people are always healthy, right? They're always motivated. What the workplace is focused on are the sedentary, right? Most of us. And so in order to shift the paradigm from treatment to prevention, we had to shift the money. So we built a wallet for each employee to decide how they use their company's money. And in order to incentivize people to do that, we actually freed up money. So if your spouse is already covering your whole family for insurance, why can't you shift the money? You know, you can use your spouse's insurance, but you yourself can shift the money to, I shifted my money to maternity because insurance doesn't pay for giving birth. I actually shifted it to pediatrics because my kids were always sick. And then when I had health screening to find out that, you know, my mom was pre-diabetic, my father had heart disease, I used the money for health screening, and employers are actually giving extra money to their employees if they improve their blood sugar, improve their blood glucose, improve their weight. So yeah, we're moving the money, but in order to move the money, we actually had to connect the insurance companies, all the health screeners, the diabetes management, nutrition, smoking cessation, weight management, I mean, everything. So we had to connect the ecosystem brick by brick by brick. And as a new startup, no one wanted to talk to me. When you don't run Mercer and you work from your living room, no one wants to talk to you. No one wants to build APIs, right? So I had to win clients, the biggest clients, the Fortune 500, in order to get the insurers to talk to me and the hospitals to link up and the clinics and the disease management. So yeah, you have to have money to move money, right? You have to have clients and revenues in order for people to listen. So it's always the chicken and the egg, right? How do you do it? Everything's a chicken and an egg. You have to win and show traction in order to get people to even, you know, call you back and meet you.
You've done a phenomenal job. I mean, when I look back, you started this company 2013. I had just landed in Singapore and you were one of the first iconic women that I met. You took this company by literally transforming in an insurance boom, a very archaic ecosystem, on this journey through artificial intelligence and data science. You created this business of 400,000 employees that lived under your care. You served more than 600 customers. and you had a business valuation that was pegged at $100 million. I mean, this is no easy feat. And I hear the gossip on the street is that you have just exited a part of this business and given all of those investors from the beginning back their money. Is it true?
It's true. It's true. During COVID, we discovered that no one wanted to see our brokers. No one. Of course, no one could escape either. So none of our clients could leave. But during COVID, we also discovered that the insurance companies finally had the urgency because no one wanted to see their agents. So while my brokerage business stalled and we got up to 1 million users, the insurance industry finally said, okay, we have to digitize. And so I sold off my brokerage entities in China, in Hong Kong, and in Singapore to double down on building tech for the insurance companies because they were finally ready because it's a crisis.
Yes.
They couldn't grow. So what do? You know, why not accelerate with someone who's been doing it for almost a decade with hundreds of clients, and we've proven the model. And now we've proven the model with insurance companies and their bank partners. And it works.
I mean, this is just phenomenal. If I think about disrupting in a friction-free economy, there are these two levers for disruption, right? First, we need to change the levels of information risk, which you're doing. You're changing who makes the decision, when they make it, where they make it, how they make it, and why they make it. And I have to be passionate about this and say, thanks goodness, because actually you're affecting women the most. And then in addition, you're completely realigning incentives in this value chain for positive value-based care. I mean, what an achievement in only 8 years. It's phenomenal.
So we really had to give information back to the end user. And most of the users of healthcare really are the mothers, right? You bring your kids to the doctor all the time. They cough, you bring your kids. You're so worried, right? And also because of women in the workplace, we all have more diverse needs. And that's why we wanted to give ownership of data as well as healthcare medical records back to the user. So, you know, so they can shift the money, right? If it was just men in the workplace, you know, they wouldn't see the doctor as often, right? But with women, they do. They are the buyers of healthcare. They do take care of children. They do take care of their parents.
Now, one of the biggest challenges that we have as women is we just don't ask for help. And you've obviously raised tens of millions of dollars. What were the challenges that you faced in going on that personal journey?
Yeah, because I've never raised money before. And now I've raised 60 million US. And so the first time I pitched, and I didn't know how to pitch, I was told by an investor at the Kauffman Foundation that I needed to learn to pitch like a man. And I'm like, what? Why do I have to pitch like a man? What's the difference? And he said to me, look, our female portfolio companies do much better than our male ones, but when men pitch, we divide their estimates by 10, but when women pitch, we multiply by 10 because they constantly underestimate themselves. They give a conservative or realistic scenario, whereas the men give the most optimistic. So he told me to go back and do better, and I learned to pitch better.
Fantastic.
And eventually raised 60 million.
Yeah, 60 million is no easy feat. And here you are again, back raising for the next generation of CXA in the middle of another economic crisis. I mean, you're clearly the queen of problem solving. Tell us what is coming next for you.
I'm not sure I'm the queen of problem solving or the grandma of startups.
You're only as old as you feel, right?
Exactly. I think fundraising is all about traction. and showing that you actually can generate revenues and show growth, right? It's about proof that your model works and there are users. So, you know, to me, fundraising is about earning your respect.
Yeah.
And so as long as you can get your startup to grow and keep proving, you know, and keep evolving, then you can fundraise. There are enough investors out there.
And what were some of the lessons you learned on that journey with investors?
Know your numbers, really know your financials and know your market and know how you can actually get market share in your market. And I truly believe in order to win, you have to be 10 times better than your competitors.
Yeah.
I have to compete against globals. And so for a startup to compete, you can't be the same, right? You have to be different. You have to be 10 times better. So how do you become 10 times better? So you have to listen and adapt to the market and prove yourself, right? So know your business like the back of your hand and be able to answer any question inside out, right? So you are the face to your company.
And this is another challenge that we always get as women is no one's going to back a single founder. Clearly that's not true. You've been backed $60 million. Tell us, do we really need that stale, older gentleman standing at the table to prove that we're worthy of money? Clearly not. But what are the risks in being a single founder? What is everybody afraid of?
It's hard being a single founder. I actually had a co-founder, but he bailed on me. So I became a single founder. So entrepreneurship is really a lonely journey. And so you have to talk to these other founders because they understand your highs and your lows. And the lows are really low and you have to be able to bounce back. So you don't have to have a co-founder, but you have to have a great team because you can't do it alone. And sometimes it's very hard to attract really good people to join your startup. No one wanted to join my startup from the industry until I was valued at 100 million. By then, it was easy to attract people. But before then, I couldn't get people from the industry to join me. But after 100 million, I was able to get 75 of my ex-employees to join me.
Wow. Incredible story. And what is the key to keeping this great team?
Oh, it's hard to keep a great team unless you can always give them hope and always stay positive and always be able to pay their salaries.
That does matter.
Once you run out of money, your great team will leave you. So you have to be able to always be ahead of your creditors.
Excellent advice. Now, you have been a problem solver, a disruptor. Clearly, you bring your immense experience to bear. What is the one characteristic that you bring to the table from all your years of experience? What is the one thing that you believe is the secret to your success?
So there is always a valid excuse for every single failure, always a valid excuse. To be successful as a founder, you have to come up with ways to overcome those valid excuses, no matter what.
Yeah.
Right? In Singapore, they call it die must deliver, right? No matter what, you have to find a way to stay alive. So, and some days it's easier to quit than it is to move on. It is so easy just to give up, but you can't because you have people who are responsible. You have clients you're responsible for. You have investors and note holders you're responsible for. And it is your burden. And so no matter what, you have to figure out a way. And there is always a way forward. It may be the hardest decision you make, but you have to figure it out. And so keep yourself super healthy mentally and physically, because it's on you, right? It is on you, but it's doable.
And as you've grown your team, you have to edit, right? You've just done a massive edit as you've exited and transitioned the company. I can imagine that was so difficult. What's your advice for those that are in that next stage of growth that just have to edit their team? What are the things that you need to keep and what should you let go?
Yes, so the hardest thing is when your highest performers, when your best performers are your most toxic people and your friends or your co-founders, or they're from your founding team, right? But they're not ready for the next stage. And they think they know it all, right? And they think, right, they're the ones that help you get to where you are. But they can kill and poison your culture. They can hold you back from the next stage. So I just went from 330 people to 15.
Wow.
I sold off many parts of my business and I got rid of other parts. And these are the hardest decisions you will ever make. But you have to be able to do it, because your team will look at you and wonder, why can't you make that hard decision? Why don't you know what's going on the ground? Why don't you snap that toxic person out of it, right? So the hardest decisions you will make is not about strategy, it's about talent. And you have to make those. You are responsible for making those decisions.
Yeah, fantastic advice. And as a woman, we're juggling everything, right? We've got the kids, we've got the husband, we've got the career. How do you keep it all together? There's that argument that women can have it all, just not all at once. Do you buy into that paradigm?
Look, I integrate life with work and family. My kids were my interns. Admittedly, the worst interns ever. My husband, I took his savings, right? He's still not retired. And reminding me, I am still not retired. You took my money, but of course he's taken the ATM card. He's changed the keys to his cabinet, right? I no longer have access to the bank. He made me go outside for fundraising. So look, my family and my life are all in one, right? And so something goes, but make sure it's not you, right? Because if you go, your startup goes. So you have to take care of yourself somehow. You have to make time for yourself. You need
Great
to
advice.
sleep.
I heard that the average woman has 12 minutes a day to herself, Rosaline. What other advice do you have?
So find a way every day to recharge. I find a way. I start the morning. Now I get up so early. I start the morning either biking or swimming, but I meditate through all my issues of the day. And I problem solve, right? And you just have to go through those mental breaks. And that's how I start my day, every day, every day. So you can only take care of your team and your startup if you take care of yourself.
Sage advice. Thank you so much for joining us today, Rosaline, at SheLovesTech 2021 Japan. We look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thanks
Great.
again.
Good luck, everyone.
Thanks for joining. And I'm now going to hand back to you, John. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Rosalina and Lisa, for wonderful fireside chat. So now we are welcoming Grace Jan, partner at SheLovesTech, for announcing the winner. Grace?
Yes. Okay, I will announce number 3. So I'm in charge of number 3. Okay, goes Styclulis. Where is Styclulis? Thank you so much, Lynette. Please say something for us.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, this was an amazing process, the boot camping and all, when we worked on the presentation and the support. I mean, really, thank you so much. You're amazing.
Thank you. You are
all the
amazing. Thank you
founders.
so much.
I'm really proud to be part of this with you because they're really amazing founders. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm downloading now. I'm downloading your app right now to change my style. Thank you. Well done.
And Grace, before we go to the next two, I don't want anyone in the audience to leave. Can we do one massive selfie?
Okay.
You've got to stay to the end, everybody. But before you go, we want you to be a part of our journey. And so we're going to have a beautiful big selfie. And I'm going to get Helena to drive. Helena, over to you.
Yep, okay. Can I please have everybody to open your camera?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. I like the Mickey Mouse, Tom.
And Adrian.
Okay.
Everybody? Okay.
Yep. I think we're still missing Akiko. Akiko, can you please help to open your camera?
Oh, Akiko is over here. She has two on.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Got it. Okay, all right. Okay. Let me open this. Okay, everybody.
And everybody, we have to say she loves tech, right?
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. She loves
She
tech.
loves Okay. One more. 1, 2, 3. Just give me your biggest smile, okay? I want to see teeth. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
She loves tech.
Hey, thank you. All right, back to you.
Okay,
Excellent.
next.
Over to you, Grace. Number 2.
Next,
Counting down.
Nelaka, please, Nelaka, announce number 2.
Yeah, sure. It's my pleasure to announce number 2, the second place, and it goes to eSpace. Congratulations!
eSpace.
Do you have any, Yona? Can you give us some comments, a few words about your win?
Yes, thank you so much. First of all, it's been such a recharging experience for me to be part of this cohort with so many talented females. It's really been truly recharging, maybe because I've been for so many years in my career part of a male-dominated industry. So I can't thank you enough, and I'm very, very impressed about all the ideas that you ladies have put out there. And I hope we get connected and we stay in touch and we share of our journey. So thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, our number 1 announced by Katsura.
Sure. Okay, let's go the drum beat. So the first prize goes to the big lab, to the pet, and the community. Men's first prize goes to Flab. Congratulations!
Yay!
Thank you.
Flug and Candace, you guys will be representing Japan to compete in the global stage.
Congratulations.
Hey, congratulations.
With winning or not, I think it's just such a great opportunity to meet other female founders like me. I think it's just such an amazing journey to go through all the boot camps and learning with each one of you. I'm really, truly grateful to have met all of you and learning from each one of you. Thank you. I'm excited.
Congratulations. Thank you
so much.
Wonderful. Well, that wraps up She Loves Tech Japan. Candace, you're off to the global competition. You have another boot camp to look forward to. Please enjoy, everyone, all the fantastic perks that have been made available to you today, particularly the fantastic cloud credits made available by Katsura-san and her team at Microsoft. And please stay in touch. The conversation just starts here. Today, you've met some of the most amazing venture capitalists in the ecosystem, our friends from Stridus Corporation, from Global Brain, from Plug and Play, from MZV, everyone here, Jin Tanaka, everyone here is here to support your journey. And one of the most important things we learned today from Rosaline was we must ask for help. Everyone here is here to help you on your journey. So thank you very much for joining, everyone. One last thing, what do we say? She loves tech!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone. See you soon.
Okay, bye-bye. Keep connecting to each other.
So
Okay?
much.
Yeah.
Keep in touch.
Stay in touch,
Keep us
everyone.
like-